Hello friends. Welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Friends, today we are going to discuss about option Greeks. What are option Greeks? What are their importance and how can we use them in our trading? So basically, in trading we use four type of option Greeks: delta, gamma, theta, and vega. We are going to discuss all of them one by one. So let us start our video. So our first option Greek is delta. Delta basically it measures how an option value changes with respect to change in underlying asset. Whenever there is a change in underlying asset can be your stock, can be your future, can be your index, anything. So whenever there is a change, whether it is going higher, whether it is going down, so whenever there is a change, with that change, how much your option premium is changing, or how your option premium is behaving with respect to that change, that delta tells us. Okay, so it ranges between 1 to -1. Generally, calls are having positive delta and puts have negative delta. So delta is not constant, it keeps on changing as there is a movement, as our this stock price, our underlying price, whenever it is moving. So in this figure also you can see out of money strike they're having less delta, and in the money strike they're having highest delta. I hope you understand in the money, out of the money, or at the money strikes. These are very basic things if you are doing options trading. So this figure also it shows that whenever there is a price is moving, like in calls, if price is going higher, so our delta will approach towards 1, and price is moving lower in puts, at that time also our delta will approach to 1. So let us understand more about delta. We'll take one example. Suppose a stock is trading at 95 rupees and you have purchased a 100 strike call at the rate 2, and that call premium, that is having a delta of 0.4 or 40 you can say. So if stock is rising, if the stock rises to 99, if the stock rises by 4 points, so what is the effect on call premium? You understand, here there is a movement in underlying, there is a movement in stock. So that stock movement, how much impact it is giving on our call premium. So that impact, that effect, it is delta. So here stock is risen by 4 points, 4 rupees. So stock price is now 99, and our call premium, it was having a price of rupees 2 only. So see, call premium, now call premium will change because stock has some movement. Stock is risen by 4 rupees. So here call premium will rise by 4 into 0.14, because 0.14 is delta, and stock rises by 4 rupees. Okay, and delta is 0.4, so our call premium, it will rise by 1.6. so our new call premium, it will be 2. Earlier 2 was the premium, and we'll add 1.6. it is like change that has occurred in call premium due to movement in our stock price. So our new call price will be 3.6. I hope it is clear. Now let us move to our second Greek, that is gamma. As I already told you, delta is not constant, it keeps on changing. As and when there is a movement in underlying asset, delta figure also changes. So at what speed, at what pace, or at what rate our delta is changing, delta of option is changing, at what speed, that is gamma. Gamma tells us, gamma measures the rate of change of the delta of option with respect to move in the underlying asset. Whenever there is a movement in the underlying asset, delta will change, and at what rate delta will change, that tells gamma. So gamma is basically is a derivative of delta. Like delta is a derivative of underlying price, here gamma is a derivative of, because gamma value is deriving from delta. Okay, it tells us at what speed our delta is changing. It is highest when price is at the money, and it is lowest when price is further away from the money. You can see in this diagram also, at the money option, it is having highest gamma, and as our strike is going further from this price, so our gamma value is going down. Okay, So we'll take example to understanding it better. Suppose a stock is trading at 100 and its option, which is having a delta of 0.5 and gamma of 0.1. Suppose there is a moment in stock of 10%. Okay, so it means the delta of that option, it will also move by 10%. Okay, so in this case, earlier delta was 0.5. There is a movement of 10% in 10% in stock, and the stock is moved by 10 points. Okay, at that time delta will also increase to 0 0.6. Earlier it was 0.5, now delta it is 0.6. And at the same time, if price is decreasing by 10%, at that time delta will decrease to 0.4. Okay, so basically gamma is nothing. Gamma tells at what rate, at what speed delta is our delta is changing. Changing delta, it is denoted by gamma. Okay, I hope it is clear. So let us move to our third Greek, which is theta. Theta is the most important Greek in options. So theta basically it tells us how much value of option it will going to decrease with the passage of time. Okay, if everything is constant, option will lose value as expiry date approaches, because we all know that options are having time value. More the time is there for expiry, option will have more value. Okay, so option basically in option premium we have two values, intrinsic value and extrinsic value. So that intrinsic value, it's real worth. Okay, like stock is trading as at 100 rupees. Okay, so 90 rupees call premium. Okay, here understand, stock is trading at 100 rupees, a 90 rupees call premium, it is having a intrinsic value of 10, because stock is now trading at 100. Okay, 90 rupees in a call premium, a call option, it must have value of more than 10. At least it should have value of 10, because 10 its intrinsic value, it's real worth. Okay, if it is trading at 12 or 13, so we can say that 2 or 3 rupees extra premium, that is due to time, that is a time value of option, that is extrinsic value, you can also say. Okay, so here whenever there is a we have time for expiry, option will have more value. When time is less, option and extrinsic value will be less. In this figure also you can see, as time of expiry approaches, okay, so this time value will come down, and eventually it will go to 0. Okay, in the money options, because they in the money options, they are having more intrinsic value than extrinsic value. So their like time decay, their theta will be less as compared to at the money or out of money options. Okay, theta is nothing, it denotes as time decay. It is a measure of the rate of decline the value option due to passage of time. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Theta is clear to you. Okay, now we'll move to our fourth Greek, that is Vega. Vega is a measurement of option price sensitive to the change in volatility of the underlying asset. We all know that volatility plays an important role in option pricing. Whenever there is an increase in volatility, whenever there is an increase in implied volatility, our option premium increases, and whenever there is a decrease in volatility, our option prices decreases. So volatility plays a major role. So Vega, it is a measurement of an option price sensitivity to changes in the volatility of underlying asset. Okay, whenever there is a change in IV, like if it is IV is implied volatility, if it is changing by 1%, so what is the effect it will give on option premium? So that effect is we can identify by Vega. Okay, so Vega represent the amount of option contract price changes in reaction to 1% change in the implied volatility of the underlying asset. Options that are long have positive Vega, and options that are short have negative Vega. Suppose you have bought options. Okay, so you are long in options. So if IV increases, okay, here if IV increases, so you will gain. Okay, because you are long in options, and if you are short in options and IV increases, you will going to lose, because you have sold options at lower prices, and now IV increases, option premium are going to higher. So when you are long in options, when you are purchasing options, you are long on Vega, and whenever you are shorting options, at that time you are short in Vega. Okay. So we can take a small example also for understanding Vega much better. Suppose we buy a call of 100 strike price at the rate 3, and this option has a Vega of 0.25. Okay, in this case, if IV increases or decreases by 1 point, then option premium will increase or decrease by 0.25. Okay, uh, it is Vega tells us how much option premium will increase or decrease with change in implied volatility. Here in this case, Vega option is having a Vega of 0.25. Okay, and if there is a decrease or increase of IV by 1 point, so our option will increase or decrease by 0.25. If IV increases by 2 point, new option premium will be 0.25 into 2 plus 3 is equal to 3.5, because 3 was the earlier price, and now IV has been increased by 2 point. Okay, so 2 point increase due to this IV increase, our option premium will increase by 0.5, because 0.25 is our Vega, and it has risen this our IV risen by 2 points. So 2 into 0.25 plus 3 our earlier premium, so it will our new premium will be 3.5. Due to rise of implied volatility by 2 points, our option premium has risen by 0.50. So basically it tells us how much option will gain or lose whenever there is a rise or there is a decline in our implied volatility. Okay, so I hope you understand Vega. It tells us how much our option is sensitive towards the implied volatility. So friends, I hope you understand the concepts of option Greeks. And friends, if you like the video, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, friends.